Hi, well, on this video, you're going to see me doing a exercise with Harley involving the come command. I'm going to be doing a little bit of distance work with Harley. I have a longer leash here that I'm going to be using to perform it. Now, here's the thing about the issue of commands and distance and separation. It's all about making sure that the perceptions of the dog change the right way. And so here, as I'm doing the method, as influence is taking hold, Harley is beginning to perceive me differently. And therefore, the focus is on, at first, is on the language of the method. Okay, dog coming into agreement with these interactions, which the dog makes sense of based on what they represent, based on how I'm doing them. Then, based on kind of packaging, okay, once Harley becomes more and more agreeable, which he's becoming, to the interactions, once his perceptions start to change by way of me fading in the right way, then we can start to think about, some distance work. I'm stepping away from Harley, using the stay command, okay, as I move away from him, which you're going to see on this video, and then issuing the come command and beginning to have him come towards me. Okay, you're going to see how this kind of sets up. This is the framework for it. So we're going to start to do a little bit of this so you have an idea of how this is done. But again, this is something I'm going to be working on with him during the remainder of his time here. And again, Harley's doing absolutely fantastic, and things are coming along very nicely. So I'm going to start to work this exercise. So again, I move around here. First thing I want to do, again, when you work this type of exercise, is this is where you do want to assert some influence through pushing on the dog to bring them into a position, okay? Because again, it's about speaking the right language. It's starting to get them to become more solid. And so here, when I'm about to step off, okay, based on the sharpness of my method, that's going to kind of lock things in a little bit better for Harley, so that I can start to step away from him and move in. Now here's the thing, if he moves out of position at all, just immediately want to put him right back in to where I want him to go, because this is more of a controlled exercise. So here I'm going to tap the leash a little bit, I want his attention. And now as I step away, stay. Say stay. He moves like that. It's a great example that I just put him back in. This is the first time I've done this. So you're seeing this in real time. As I move away, he's wondering, like, what is Dale doing here? Doing something different to me. Now, have the leash up higher so I can tap the leash if he moves. Harley, come. Say come, bring him right in. Put him right in front of me, straight on. I'm going to do a little push-pull. Then I'm going to step away again. This is just a repetition type of exercise. Moving away some distance here. Harley, come. Pull, pull, pull. See his tail's wagging here. Put him right in position. Do a little push-pull. Now step away again. You can see me in the camera here. Harley, come. Pull, pull, pull. I want him right straight in. Now from this position, I'm going to bring him around to a heel. Harley, heel. Now he may not know quite what it is, but I'm going to bring him around. And then he just defaulted into the sit. Now I'm going to do another series of this exercise. The same thing here. He's into a sit position. And I'll use the word stay. Okay, so he starts to associate that he's to remain in a position. But when I'm saying the word stay, I'm reinforcing it with how I'm using the leash with asserting influence. Harley, stay. Now here's the other thing too. When you hear me say his name, I'm waiting for a second or two because I want draw his attention to me first before I issue the command. So therefore, say if he's across the street or somewhere, I may not want him to move yet, so I'll say his name. And the expectation is just to get his attention, and then I'll issue whatever command that it is. So you notice when I say his name, I'm going to delay for a couple seconds, then I'll give the command that I want him to do, and then I'll assert influence. Harley, come. See that? Delay, comes in, his tail's wagging, push, pull, and then step back. Now I don't have to say stay for this. It's pretty clear what I want. The stay is more implied. If I'm doing this type of exercise, just the way that I'm working the leash and my demeanor, okay? Kind of transfers over into him understanding that. Now see this, he tries to lay down, what did I do? I interrupted that. It's good that he does that in a way because you can see how to deal with things like that. So he tried to go into a down, I intercepted that. I wasn't harsh or anything, I just put enough influence to, intercept it, and then he's back up. And again, I'm talking here on video. I notice he's looking at me, he's waiting, he's starting to key up on those words, okay? Harley, come. Right in, right in, right in, really well, that's great, nice and smooth and fluid. A little push and pull, not too hard. Step back one more time. Harley, come. See his ears pick up a little bit there? Right here, right in nice and close. Want it really nice and close in. Now from here to reset it, to go around again, right from here I'll use the heel command. Harley, heel. Now he's starting to get it already because I'm creating it using the leash, nudging him a little bit. That was great. And this is great because you want to impress your friends from a distance. When you give one command, it means one thing, but you give the heel command, to come right around to your side, and then you step off and start to walk or whatever. Well, again, I'm just trying to create the framework here during the final stage of this process. So, again, I'm going to do it one more time to cycle through it so you get, again, this is great training for him. Stay. Step off. Have a serious demeanor. Leash is up nice and high here so I can communicate with it. Because once I give him the command, I'll bring the leash down lower and then I'll pull in from there. He's ready to go. I don't want him to go yet. Harley, come. Pull, pull, pull. Right in. I want it nice and lined up. This way, when he's given that command, I want him facing me straight on like this. And then I'm going to step back again. This is just a straight in. Harley, come. Pull, pull, pull. Drop the leash down even. I always want to make sure the leash isn't getting tangled up. It's a longer leash here, and you want to make sure it's not going to interfere in anything. Now here's the thing, if you're struggling with this method, you don't want to step away too far. At first you want to just stay in close. Harley, come. You want to stay in nice and close. Heel, bring them around. Notice I'm not praising him or like that. That's not what this is about. Because this is all about being a follower and still keeping the theme of leadership. Okay? Stay. Just taps. You try to get up. Now I'm going to go way out here on the leash. Way out as far as I can. Look at that. I'm way, way out here. Harley, come. Pull him in. This is really good. Nice and far. I'm going to do a couple of these to finish off in a really good distance. Same thing, we're going to go way out. Try to move, just tap them back. Harley, come. Right in. Heel. Heel, and bring them around a little bit. Back in. Push, pull, move forward. And then we are done for that little introductory type of training. Now, did absolutely fantastic. Very controlled, solid. The idea here is to say his name first, delay for a second or two, because that's meant to get his attention, because I may not want him to move. It's like a safety issue. If he's out somewhere, I can say his name. Then I can issue the command when, say, cars are crossing or something, or whatever's going on. Keep it safe. Then I call him out of a crowd. He's in amongst other dogs. Say his name. Bring him out. So, but again, the expectation is very high. So you notice there a couple times that, just as soon as he wanted to move, he wanted to break a little bit. The key is timing to intercept that as quickly as possible. Okay, boom, just a little bit of a nudge so he knows that, hey, now the expectation is you just stay until I say. The other thing is, what tends to happen a lot with people is they wash out, they'll say the dog's name, and the dog starts to move, and they'll say the word come, and it just washes out. That's no good, okay? What's happening is you're accommodating the dog. You almost know the dog's going to break, and you're trying to rush the command to make it look like, it's coming together. You have to make sure the dog come command and then a pull. But I want the dog to be stable and totally controlled during the whole exercise. So again, this is something we're going to be working on here for the final days of his board and train, doing a little bit of distance work. Okay, the idea here, this is more of a relationship. So how solid commands are all depends on where you start with the dog in terms of how much control they're holding. So understand there's a sequence I go through. The idea here is to start to get the dog to perceive people differently. It's not so much just about, because here's the thing, is I could use a motivating agent like a treat or something to get him to respond or make it appear as though he's responding better. He's really not. Okay, his perceptions aren't changing. So I'm doing this the right way. Okay, understand this isn't about motivating him the wrong way. This is about him perceiving me as a follower. His motives that underpin the response are changing so that it's solid. Okay, he's responding for the right reasons because he's perceiving me the right way. So that's why I steer clear of doing it a certain way, because understand that, you know, I could have had him, you know, from a distance responding within one day using treats. No good. Okay, so understand you can do certain things and you can sell it that way, make it look good, and the dog is still holding a high level of control, and you're wondering why it is that the relationship hasn't really improved, even though at times it can look absolutely fantastic from appearances, from an appearance-based level, from a response level. But it's no different than a selfish child using an Xbox game, something the selfish child wants. I could have them in here doing all sorts of stuff, and they still have no respect. Okay, so this is about the interactions, you know, what they represent, how they're changing him the right way. And now I start to get into a little bit of this distance work the right way, and it's solid. Okay, so even right here, I want to lay down for a second, just, you know, I just interrupted because here's the thing. Okay, he wanted to lay down on his own, right? I start to assert, you know, the down. He goes down really well right now, right? But you try to do that with a dog that is holding a level of control, they'll fight it, even though they want to go down on his own. So that's a great example of, you know, how you want to do it. He wants to go down on his own. I'm changing it up. I'm deciding when to go down. That's the better way. Okay, now he's in the down position. He's relaxed. I'm still talking. This is a great picture. He's nice and prone, okay, which shows he's not trying to go on his side. You know, he's very agreeable to what's happening. But again, it's on the last video where he's not wanting to come up very well from a sit. Well, let's see how he does right now. Sit. His legs are moving great. Okay, came up really nicely there. Pretty good. Didn't have to put too much influence on him. So all to say, everything is moving along in the right direction. He's